Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 27th through June 2nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. The overall energy for the reading, the Chariot, that's your energy right there. So you're definitely trying to stand in your power here as much as you can. Keeping it grounded, keeping it cool, keeping it good. Okay. In the recent past, the King of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Four of Wands. You're really invested into this commitment you got going on with someone. It's a very transformative one as well. Pretty cool the way it looks. Okay. In the current situation, the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers. Definitely, like you're coming in the past with a more grounded energy, a more, we gotta work on things, we got like more sturdy, serious kind of an energy. Right now, you're kind of loosening up a little bit. You're like, okay, let's have fun with it too. So definitely kind of flexing a little bit in there. Not that the past energy is bad in any kind of way. It's kind of looking a little more responsible, you know, a little more like according to plan or something like that. And then in the current situation, it's more loose, more just let's roll with things as they come, you know? Cool. Both work. Both energies work. In the immediate future, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles, you're kind of showing me an energy of being on the same page with someone about potentially starting up something new or just a brand new energy in there. Five of Swords kind of denotes that I don't think you are on the same page with someone. It may look that way, it may feel that way, but I don't know. I feel like this page needs to be quite disclosed, like honestly ripped apart and put like, this is what this page is, you know? Because maybe you think you're on the same page, but you're not because things aren't necessarily clear about the page. I don't know, but let's see. Let me do the Chariot. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords. Okay. Well, let's drop down a little bit. Because you're presenting yourself as being interested in something, but half of you there is kind of like shut down to it, too. There's some pain behind that shutdown, but I'm not sure if that pain comes from this situation or from a past situation. I don't know. Okay. So you're kind of split in half there, where part of you is quite open, quite curious, quite, okay, let's do this, you know. And part of you is like, nah, not really. Okay. Let's do the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Hangman, the Seven of Cups. Super excited about this, even though it's more sturdy of an energy, more like grounded and planned out potentially or something like that. There is a little bit of flexibility with it too, in the sense of we could try this, we could try that, we could, you know, we could do all sorts of things here to work on things. Pretty creative. There's a pretty creative aspect to this too. It's not only according to the plan, this is how things are going to work out, you know? All right, let's do the Judgment card. The Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Justice card. It's hard to keep it together though in a place of balance, you know? So even though you have the greatest intentions here and pretty well planned out for this commitment, there's a lack of balance there. There's almost like a lack of equal give and take there. So you may have come in well intended, but where are they with this? You know, are they responding to this in the same way? Or so we're still kind of talking about being on the same page, but at a different level there. Because I feel like you weren't. Let's do the Four of Wands. The Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Six of Wands. This is a classical looking at two energies where one wants to make things work, but is kind of stuck in their head because they don't know how to kind of bring the other energy to work with them there. I'm not sure if you're even trying, in the sense of, you know, kind of pulling out the control card and being like, okay, you need to join me in this one, because otherwise, you know, I don't think it went down like that. I feel like this was just kind of a natural flow of two energies just not being in sync there and not being on the same page, you know, potentially. And that's where I feel like things went for this one. Let's do the King of Wands. The Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands. All right. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same commitment here. The same one as in the past, because this one looks very... It carries a little bit of a different energy. And this one looks very, very passionate. Juno, stop growling. Kai, stop Jack in the Box thing. This one looks very fiery, very passionate, very, sometimes so fiery that it creates conflict. Like, you know, there's two very passionate energies here, and one of them is you. If they're coming in with some passion here, it kind of brings out that part of you too. So you're going to respond with passion. It might create conflict. It might create, you know, the little flame with another little flame. It might make quite the big flame here. Kai, let her be. Let's do the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the Nine of Pentacles. My God, she's growling. Hey, you two. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's growling. If you can hear anything in the background, that's her growling. Like that. Kai, stop it. She's not playing this game. You just, oh my God, there goes the hissing. Hold on. This is almost like a pulling back kind of an energy. When this gets fiery and conflicting here, someone has a tendency to pull inward, to kind of retract, to be like, okay, I'm just gonna cocoon myself in here, and I'm not gonna talk to anybody, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna, you know, like they it's just them and them from that point on. The other energy doesn't matter. Any other energy doesn't matter. It's just them. But it's almost like a defense mechanism, or a self-protective kind of a mechanism that's not healthy necessarily, because it's not addressing the problem. It's just kind of making things a little worse. It's a taught kind of behavior, you know. So one of you here, when there's conflict, whoever this is kind of pulling back and away and kind of to themselves, and that's it. To them, that's a protective kind of a way of doing things, or dealing with this kind of a thing. This energy of conflict right here, coming in from passion, this would be one you could practice on if this is you. This could be one you could practice on to open up to it, to be like, okay, let's address this. Not in the same fiery way. Let's take down the fire and let's deal with this. Because taking it in like that, basically what it does, it doesn't fix anything. It potentially makes things worse, because it fires up the other energy even worse. Plus, it's not healthy for the one who's doing it, because they're internalizing things. Instead of putting that energy, letting that energy out of whatever has been created here, they're taking it in and they're digging it in there and shoving it in, and that's it. They don't do anything with it. There's no healing there. There's just, okay, let's hold it all in. And then what? And then nothing. Okay. So I don't know who's doing that, but it is a learned mechanism here. So it's something someone's been doing for a very long time. And it's not healthy. Let's do the Lovers. The Three of Wands, the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. And so it kind of places all of the situation on hold, you know, because it's like, okay, well, let's say this is you and you internalize and you go within there or wherever you're going. You're not talking to anybody. You're not saying anything. It kind of disrupts the flow of this connection. Yes, sometimes there's passionate arguments or other kinds of arguments, but it's like, that energy needs to be broken down so that you can learn something as you go. If you disrupt that by just cutting it off and then disappearing off the face of the earth, and then, you know, at some point, a month, 2 months, 2 years, you come back, you're like, oh, okay, I'm good now. It just disrupts the flow of this connection. It almost looks like a connection that goes and then it stops and then there's a gap of time and then it resumes. It's not very healthy in the way that it's being led, you know? Because I see after some time, somebody's coming back as if, oh, okay, now I'm good. Well, okay, but hold on, you know? Anyways, let's do the Five of Swords in the immediate future. The Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the Chariot. Yeah, somebody believes that, well, that's the way I do it, and it seems to be working out just fine. Is it? It disrupts the flow. It disrupts the flow. But someone believes that, nah, that's the proper way to do it. Because, you know, I'm taking back my energy. I'm not putting it in there anymore. And that actually resolves the conflict. Nope. No, because you're taking it in, but you're not healing it yourself either. You're just burying it in there with other energies that potentially need healing too. So nobody's healing whatever happened in there. They're just putting it to the side. Okay. For the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Judgment card, the Tower, the Ten of Swords. And then things resume. When this energy does come back to the table, nothing has been really resolved. Nothing has been healed. Nothing has been worked through. So eventually, everything is going to go back to the same place where, again, this is going to happen, this type of, you know, fiery conflict or whatever. And then the person is going to go inward and then they're going to come back after. So it's a vicious cycle there that someone's creating and not even realizing that they are. I'm just seeing it portrayed here in 4 cards that are in front of me. So it's kind of like, okay, so you're back, pulled away from this conflict. You took the energy, buried it within you. You come back to the table thinking that it was fixed, and then it repeats itself, everything. And then you don't understand why is it playing out in the same way? I thought I fixed it. Because you didn't. Six of Pentacles, you get the Five of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords. No, it just creates even more lack of balance here. Because basically what someone's doing is, if there is a conflict here between you and me, right? And I shut down during the conflict. I shut down and I go away. And I come back in a year and I'm like, oh, hi. I'm back. I'm good. I'm good now. Let's resume. Resume what? Let's start fighting again. Let's recreate the conflict, because that's where we were at. You know, that hasn't been resolved. I just shut down the conflict. I cut it off. So let's resume the conflict, and then what? You know, so that's kind of how it would go normally when you come back, but it doesn't work like that for you. For you, it's like, that's how I fix it. And then realizing, oh no, we're doing the same thing over and over again. And then thinking that that's the thing, because you think you fix it, but then no, it's actually not fixed. So no, that's not the way to fix it, basically. Even though you think it is. Because the devil energy is here. If this devil energy weren't here, I would find a way in which you could potentially try to convince me that this would work. But even then, I'm like, I don't know. You disrupt a conflict. You don't break those energies like that by disrupting it, by just walking away from it. You know, you either stay with it all the way through, or you try to cut the energies from within. You're like, okay, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not going to argue with you about this. We can talk about this in a different kind of a way, but we're not just going to build something up here based on, you know, who has the more, the passion more than the other or shit like that. No, we're not going to do that. You know, that's how you disperse an energy. You don't just cut it, walk away, come back and say, oh, I'm fine now. No, you know? Okay, so this is about resolving conflicts here, where you think you have your own methods that work, but ultimately you know that no, they don't work because you get to the same place here. Let's see what the universe has. The Six of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. No, it's just creating some more distance. This is not actively working on something. This is working on something or thinking you're working on something while your energy is out of that. That doesn't work. That never works. When you pull your energy out of something, you pull your energy out of something. You're not working on it. You know, that's not working on it. You're like, well, when I see them a little passionate, a little this, a little that, I shut down automatically. Great. Look at what that's doing here. Doesn't work like that. And it is a taught mechanism. It is you've seen that somewhere. You picked it up from somewhere, either as a kid or, you know, who knows where from, but you picked it up and you started applying it without even knowing that you are. You know, that's your defense mechanism against conflict, especially when it gets too passionate. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.